Hi everybody, I'm Taryn and this is Verve again. So today I've decided to just record a little daily sketch I was about to make, and I thought, hey, since we've started, I might as well continue and show you a little bit what's new and what's possible. So, normally when I start, I just pick a color to sort of just make up my mind about what I'm gonna do, and sometimes I just doodle around a tiny little bit. And yeah, I do that. So, the topic of this daily sketch is flat top. I have no idea what on earth is meant by that, so I checked on Google and they're talking about a hairdo. So I figured I'm gonna do something weird, and and this is gonna be something a bit larger. So I'm gonna make this an outdoor scene, and a rather sinister one at that, or somewhat rather surreal actually. Oh no, let's make it a bit smaller. And I can show you at that great opportunity, I shall show you a very new parameter. Oh shoot, I still have to make the interface nicer, but anyway, so it's bristles. And here you can actually decide how many bristles your brush has. And that's really a fun feature. It's very, very useful, especially if you do all kinds of things. Actually, there's no speciality to it. It's actually great for stars too, but for grass it's fantastic. Oh, this actually works quite well. Funny. Yeah. So, and it works on all the brushes that have bristles. So, for example, also the totally random brush, continuously random brush, and also the flat brushes that, or the whatever they pick up the orientation of your pen and such, oh, great. Yeah, at some point I should add more than one undo. Not like it's a big deal. I don't know why I was so afraid to do that. Actually, maybe there's a good reason, because I'm being very naughty and leave all of this in the texture memory of the graphics card. So that might be a bit bold. I don't know. What am I doing? Ah, yeah, let's do some clouds. Why not? There you go. And I'm gonna go for some wacky style. Doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. So now I can actually, yeah, I figured, oh, let's have this as a simple little background here. Now let's do that. Oh, why not? Some grass in the foreground. All grassy. Make this a bit flat here. Oh, I make a pond. That is, speaking of Bob Ross, that would be very Bob Ross-like. And then we just pull straight down and you get all these wonderful reflections for free. Yeah, I can do it, he's unique. And then you pull to the side horizontally, and there you go. Actually, you kind of want to use some more bristles for that, I think, otherwise it becomes a bit too harsh here. Let's give us some more bristles again. Pick a different brush there. There. Really doesn't matter. Not sure why I'm doing that. But yeah. So yeah, I rarely think too much about what kind of sketch I'm gonna make. I'm just gonna let this happen. Normally that's more fun that way for me. I prefer that. Because it's a daily sketch, so it's like just an exercise. But a great exercise. Absolutely dig it. Okay. Yeah. What now? I'm just gonna make those a tiny bit fluffier. Maybe increase the smudge a little. So a breaking style here. I was gonna go for this very coarse style, but I don't know. Somehow I like that. Oh, great! My cat is goofing around while my other cat is in heat. So if you hear very strange noises out of the background, that would be one of my cats. Alright. Ah, yeah. So I'm gonna make another layer right now, actually, and I'm gonna make this, I don't know, I'm just gonna make this grayscale. What are we gonna do? What kind of creature Well, it should tilt its head down to show off the flat top. I'm just gonna do it like that. That's really big. Anyway, now I'm gonna use average to flatten this whole thing down a little bit here. But I think the bump is way too brutal right now anyway. So I'm gonna go down with the bump. Yeah, that's cool. Alright. I am not sure about the lighting yet, but since last time I was complaining about myself doing all my lighting from the left for some unknown reason, I'm gonna do the lighting from the right today. Why not? So I'm just gonna coarsely prepare what's in the shadow, what not. There, a bit of shading. Okay, so, well, it's okay. And since the top is flat, there won't be too much shading going on right now. Okay. I don't even know yet. So, well, yeah, let's say this thing has a nose. Just light it a little bit here. Okay. I really have no idea what I'm doing just yet. This is just kind of happening. Maybe it's gonna make a big point out of having a flat top. So it'll kind of stare up there. Maybe it has more of a snout. Alright. I'm just using average here, not smear, although I could use smear. No, average is much more immediate for this kind of quick shading. So, let's give it some wrinkles here. And, well, it's difficult to comment everything, of course, you know, especially because I really let it happen. So in other words, I have absolutely no way of telling you what I'm really gonna do next, because I don't know. So I'm just gonna give a little bit of lighting onto the eyes here. Might be a bit much here. There. Oh, maybe, I don't know, I shouldn't get lost in details just yet. But sometimes this is very tempting. So, let's let him, I didn't know whether I'm gonna let this guy be happy about it or, or not, but I think he can be happy about his hairdo, or his headdo rather in this case. Okay, some wrinkles on his, whatever that would be, chin, neck-ish thingy. Yeah. I often escape in rather the humorous area, because that way, you know, why so serious? Yeah. That way a lot of things can be excused. Yeah. Every now and then I do something more serious, but I don't know. Then I escape into artsiness. You know, it's not easy to do like photoreal things, and and I am I don't know. As I develop the software, I mostly resort to experimentation, not to some kind of super careful, you know, painting endeavors. They're like painting projects. They're just all like goofy little experiments. I want my smudge now to be a bit more brutal, so that I can really move the paint around more. But I'm gonna turn on the blending a bit. That's enough, I think. And that way I can use the smudge again. There. Sure. Sure. Oh, looks funny. Maybe have the edge lit a little bit here. Oh, that was a bit spooky there. Yeah, so I have done a few changes, and these changes are a little scary. I have to make sure that they don't cause any troubles. Put in a little bit of a safety, but every now and then I have to figure out what exactly that is. The fluids can explode. They didn't used to do that, but presently that's a little bit something that can happen. Yeah, and I kind of know why, but it's like I have to figure out, I want to achieve a very specific thing that I find is very necessary. So then I rather live with the problems for a moment to ponder over how I can solve that rather than just reverting back to what used to work. That's no way of moving forward. And I mean, I know now, of course, this has caused a great deal of attention, and thank you so much, everyone. I mean, I'm just so completely thrilled about all your phenomenal comments and what you're doing. It's great. Makes me very happy. But yeah, so this thing is still experimental. And I'm still experimenting. So that means things change and stuff is happening. And here and there, naturally, things can break for a moment. But it's not like they're gonna remain broken. So I'll really work it out. But, forgive me if that happens, and it certainly does and will happen. But yeah, but that's the stage where it's at. It's developing. So this guy is looking funny. I'm not sure. There's absolutely no, it doesn't matter. Does not matter. All right. So you can see, but I just love that shading, that smudging around. It's just so much fun. It's a great feeling. Great feeling. Yep. Sometimes it's a little beastly, and it really reminds me of what it was like with real paints, or what it is like with real paints. I haven't done much lately. And I told myself I'm gonna dig up my oils to make some experiments to see how the color react, how the medium reacts and so forth, and see if I can actually simulate that. But then on the other hand, I'm thinking, this is a computer software. And the computer does things the way the computer can, or the way you can make the computer do it. And it's always such a desperate thing to to try to make it simulate something that it is not. And then you always have to sort of live with the idea of it being a compromise. But I don't want this to be a compromise. I want this to be what it is. In other words, if you understand what you can do with it, accept it as the power it provides by its nature. So this is fluid dynamics in Verve, and you can actually paint something with it. And then why be upset if it doesn't act exactly like oils, or you don't want it to act exactly like oils, because that's a mess. Especially if you're just experimenting. Try that. Just go ahead and just experiment with oils. Make funny paintings and such. Yeah. So now we bring this guy into the water. Oh, I wonder how well this works. It should be a little strange, but it doesn't matter. So. All right. Oh, I can merge him down. Let's see what happens. That's kind of like a banzai type of action, and I'm not gonna do it. No, I refuse to do it. Instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add another layer, make it additive. Pick the sky color here. I'm just gonna go around here, and then I'm gonna do something very naughty. In fact, I think, yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do it like that. Maybe, I'm not sure yet. I'll just continue. Yeah, so I have my secondary lighting in another layer. Or at least as a preparation I put it in another layer, the additive layer. And that way I don't have to worry so much about things going wrong or so. I can just goof around without a bad feeling and just do a little bit of extra lighting. Like so. And yeah. And then later I may as well, actually I may merge that down. I might. Oh, there's another eye. I totally forgot about it. Yeah, why not? Let him have two eyes. I wanted to make two eyes. So let's have a second eye here. This could have bulged out a bit more. Could still do that. What's the geometry here? Oh, let's make this. Yeah, it's really true. I'm thinking in terms of. Actually, it's funny that I say that. I'm thinking in terms of geometry. So in other words, I look at this as a model, and I try to imagine how the light would hit that model. I mean, that sounds like something. Yeah, of course you would. What, what else? But I don't know. It's just it's a. I am conditioned. I think I have a condition, a 3D condition. So yeah. Yeah. At least I don't have to think about topography. That'd be not fun. So. All right. That's a bit weird, but yeah, whatever. Sure. Hey, let's zoom a little bit for fun. Don't know why that would be a pointy light source, but I don't know. It brings out the eyes. Right. Okay. Yeah, just yesterday for that Google Plus account, I was painting my eye. I don't know why. I just don't want to put a photo in there, but I also don't want to put something. I don't know. I just wanted to, so I painted my own eye based off a photo, and it reminded me again of something that I used to ignore, and that is the thickness of the eyelid. And it's quite amazing just how, the width of it is quite tremendous, and it gives this nice sort of, let's call it meatiness of it. That really. Yeah, it just gives it substance. It's really nice. All right. Oh, actually, it's quite. Kind of want to have it at least a little bit similar in style to the other eye. There, it's a bit brutal, but it's okay. All right. Yeah, at this point, it's like probably like watching grass grow. I hope it's okay, but anyway, there we go. Ta-da! Where are we? 19 minutes for that. Talking too much. All right, so I'm gonna merge this down. Boink. And now it has also, of course, more consistency with the same structure, bump, and so forth. It doesn't look like a foreign layer that just is pumped over there. Yeah, it looks more integrated there. Maybe we give it some wrinkles just to make it look a bit fancier. Or, I said fancy. Because they're easy. It can be brutal, but yeah. What does it look like? Oh. Just like so. And normally I would try to think a bit more about, how is this character moving and all these kind of things. This character, like, there's any real relevancy to it, but actually they are all relevant to me. I don't know. So I'm trying to think of that and be diligent and all that. Sort of owe him the respect. This weird guy. Okay. And you're generally happy in nature. Oh, you get some more happy wrinkles actually. Not a very angry guy. Yeah. That reminds me, actually, I just happened, once you say happy, Bob Ross is the next thing that comes to mind, but, I always wanted to see how he would approach a character or, a creature, or even just a freaking deer. I saw these more scenes. But, I never saw that. Pity. Yeah, bet it would have been nice too. Yeah, it probably would have taken too long. All right, doesn't matter, does it? No. Okay, we got a funny guy. Oh, we've got lots of funny guys. All right. So, something should be happening on there, shouldn't there? Oh, let's put a little frog on it or so. What kind of frog? I don't know. A frog? I don't know. I don't do frogs. All right. I really don't know. Is that froggish enough? I should have done that in another layer, actually. That would have been a bit smarter. But that's fine too. That doesn't matter. Let's give him a little bit of light, this froggy. Something onto the knee and onto the feet. And the arms. And the cute little hands. I think a frog has hands. Yeah, they look like hands. A bit of shade. Hey, maybe the frog is sort of inflating his throat there. Yeah, that's it. I don't know if that's it, but it's gotta be it now. Frog eyes, for crying out loud. I don't know. I really don't know. Doesn't matter. There we go. He's got now frog eyes. But the bump here is very extreme, so I'm probably gonna either lower this some more or work out my froggy a little bit more carefully. I'm not sure yet. Oh, this is quite horrendous. I don't know. There. Bruh. Yo. I don't know. Yeah, sometimes if I get carried away, I would go on, of course, where else? On Google and would check for some nice frog images just to understand the anatomy, not to, use not to paint the frog the way it shows there or something like that, but just to understand the anatomy. Sometimes I would actually, recently I started doing that here and there to sort of copy or work off a reference. It can be very interesting. But I generally don't find it particularly educational, really. Because you focus on copying and not on really understanding what you're painting. And so whole exercise would be lost. Yeah. So I find it more educational if you try to understand something and you study a specific thing, you know, if you like, you know, whether it is a form-related thing when you want to study anatomy or something like that, or, you know, of an animal or a human, doesn't matter. Then you focus on a specific thing to understand it instead of just trying to paint it one-to-one, you know, from your reference. And yeah, I'm spending time thinking here, not painting. I don't even know what I'm painting. What am I painting? All right, so I guess oh, the shadow is totally something completely arbitrary here. There you go. I think that's more like it. All right. So this was my color. He's more green. All right. Oh, that's bold. Ugh. Don't know if that was such a... Ah, that was again. That shouldn't happen. That is a fluid troubler. Yeah. Too bad. I have to figure this one out too. Oh, it's okay. Oh yeah, let's take the glossiness down. There we go. All right, 26 minutes now. Yeah, that is a bit more than I normally. Doesn't matter. Yeah, some stuff. Okay. Anyway, so we've got like a little sketch here. I'm gonna sign this booger. Hey, let's do it Bob Ross style with red. All right, now right there. Oh, that's big. I like it a bit more subtle, like so. It's not about me. Very subtle, really. Oh, that's okay. All right, there we go. That was a daily sketch with Verve. And, oh, I didn't even do a whole lot with the new bristle thingy. It's so freaking fun. But it doesn't matter. Hey, it's a frog. That should be much more... Hey, let's do it better. Glossy. Like so. I like glossy. I'm having fun with that. Not sure if that makes any sense, but yeah. Maybe a little highlight here. That is totally arbitrary lighting anyway. There we go, flat top. My god, it's not so great, but whatever. Okay, ta-da! See you next time, and hopefully I have some more features to present too. Alright, bye for now.